There are millions of fans around the world who are turning off their TikToks and Schmicktalks and all that stuff, shutting the door and putting on their Sabbath albums.
Yeah. And singing along with all their heart.
Oh, most devastating has got to be for the family and for Sharon. My heart goes out to them.
Yeah.
You can say whatever you want about Ozzy. There never was an Ozzy before Ozzy. You can't really point to anybody that says, oh yeah, that's where he came from. He just, scientists call that a singularity, an anomaly. He was just kind of born Ozzy. I mean, it was shocking to see him on his throne, with everybody paying tribute, as well they should, to Sabbath. They wouldn't have been Metallica and lots of other bands. And Ozzy was just, and he was just, giving it all. And you couldn't tell. You couldn't tell. And a week later, devastating. I mean, the fans, my social media and my phone's been off the hook. People are just crying. They're just devastated. My first impression of Sabbath was a full-page ad in the back of Rolling Stone, and it said, Black Sabbath, louder than Led Zeppelin. And I went, oh yeah, that's the coolest of the cool. And, media being what it is, it promotes everybody. But then when you see Sabbath, it just, certainly at the time, there was nothing like that on stage. And when you saw Ozzy running on stage, you're thinking, this is somebody who should be committed. Just a crazy man and giving full. People don't realize that Ozzy, though he didn't play an instrument, those are his melodies. That's him writing melodies and lyrics and crafting that sound, that enormous guitar that Iommi has that just, shook the heavens, the guitar that ruled the world. Ozzy, there never was one like him and probably never will be. Strangely, anti-metal, anti-anything, anti-all the rules, Ozzy would open up his heart and he would yell out with all the passion that he had, I love you all. Who says that when you're the Prince of Darkness?
Right.
No, that's the real Ozzy. He was always really just Ozzy, and with no excuses. And at the same time, the dark figure up on that stage, if you saw the reality show, I mean, truthfully, there wouldn't have been a Gene Simmons Family Jewels. We had our own reality show if there hadn't been the Osbournes. He broke through the barrier and said, you know what? What you see on stage is fine, and I'm committed to that. And I'm also, a father who loves his family and his wife. And here we are talking about it, but I will tell you that the eulogy about Ozzy should come from the fans. Mm-hmm. Because this was a soundtrack of their lives. And I almost don't even have a right to talk about it, because the real emotion and the real loss comes from people whose entire life was affected by Ozzy and Sabbath. Mm-hmm. I stand guilty as charged of sometimes bending over for the soap. I have played the game just to be more popular and more this. Ozzy never played the game. He was always 100% Ozzy.
Do you have I hate to put you on the spot, but do you have a favorite song of his?
War Pigs. My favorite actor of all time was Boris Karloff, born William Henry Pratt. And Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, was a Karloff film. That's where they got their name, Black Sabbath. That's not the best way to, start a band and, have, that's a commercial idea. It's probably not a good name for a new band, but,
You did it.